Hello. I'd like to talk to you about therapy right now. There are so many different therapists out there in the world who are doing different things like Reiki and regenerative healing and so on. And as probably you already know, I've been working with crystal acupuncture and researching it now since I've got to think about this, 1974 about. So before that was just putting stones on the body, but I learned about the acupuncture points, the meridians, and I learned about the pterogram therapy. So I want to show you, I'm going to demonstrate here, and there are videos on YouTube, but I want to show you this here. I'm going to bring it very close to the camera. I'm not used to doing this. This is calcite, and you can probably see there's it's white with little black lines on. I'm going to bring it even closer. Do you see those lines? Okay. Now, calcite is very, very good to push your energies into, how can I say this, a smooth flow rather than a bumpity bumpity bump scenario. So here I am, I'm putting this on my thumb. You can see it there. It's about 2 millimeters behind my nail. And so I'm trying to get this right for you. So left and right. Yes, I'm dyslexic, so it doesn't help. Okay, so I've got it on the point. Now I'm holding it. What's happening is the energy from this hand is receiving the energy from this hand. But in order to get it to go through this stone, I have to focus all my energy from this hand into this stone. And then I need to impulse it. I'm pressing it. Now I'm not going like this. I'm literally have it on my thumb and I push it in a ways a little bit. And it makes an indentation. I'm going to bring this up to you. Hopefully you can see that little indentation there. If I come even closer. You see it? Right. So you want to have that little indentation. So we come back to this, I'm putting it back there. Now, the thing is, if I put it there, I can feel it's very sensory. I'm just poking you so you can see. And if I put it here, it's not so sensitive. But if I come back to here, it's very sensitive. That is the main pi 1 meridian. Now, that meridian runs along my thumb, comes all the way up my arm, comes up into my neck, and it comes up over my head to my crown. And then it'll run down the back and all the way round to my big toe. I can't show you because I'm sitting down, but it'll come all the way down my big toe on this side where I'm holding this stone to my big toe on my right side, because you're looking at me in reverse. So this is my right side, in case you didn't work it out. Now, once I've done that, then I can go to the next finger and do the same. Okay, and I could just hold it like this if I wanted to, and just do each finger. Now, I'm doing this, and because this is a stimulator, I'm really hot. I'm like I'm suddenly in the sauna, right? But I don't want to be hot. But I know that I've moved my energy in this hand. So then I can change over and I can do the other hand. Okay? So now I'm sending energy from this hand through into this finger. And this one is going all the way down to my other side. So left and right, okay, you can change over. You can change to do the hands. Now, if I come back to my right hand, I'm holding this my right hand again. And I put this on this point on my thumb on my left and impulse it by pushing in like that 3 times. I am sending an impulse like this through my meridian. And so if there is any block, it's like this is the block. Okay, I'll put this stone down for a minute. This is the block. And if I go like this, the block's gone. So when I take this stone, and impulse it like that, somewhere in my body, I can feel an explosion of energy. When I felt that, then I want to go back to this point again, and I want to make little clockwise circles. It doesn't even have to be this big. I mean, when I'm doing it, I'm just barely moving it like this. Now, what that does is it spins the meridian. That's like saying you're washing all the water out of your washing, spinning and rinsing, spinning and rinsing, till everything in your washing comes out clean. Only we're spinning the negativity out. So all the negativity that you've been carrying in your body is then forced out of your aura, away from you, okay, or down into the ground, okay. Now, there are many different stones. Here's another one I've got. Believe it or not, this is red quartz. We don't really have red quartz, do we? In other words, it's quartz that has had silver, platinum, and gold mixed together, fired at great heat, as though it was made in prehistoric times. This won't come off. This doesn't come off. Now, gold, silver, and platinum working on the acupoint will balance, and I'm using another finger now because I don't want to do the same one over and over again, will balance, and this is my pointing finger, both hands, your fault, my fault, whose fault? Okay, so here I am, I'm putting it on here, this hand is sending energy through it, plus I have some silver on it, so we have real silver here, silver, gold, platinum, and quartz. Quartz is a stimulant. I'm already feeling my heart chakra here is generating energy. So this works on moving my judgment, moving my anger, moving my blame and shame away from my heart. And once again, if I impulse it, it will send it down to the ground, or I can rotate it. Okay? And that will spin it out of my aura, and I can feel happier, much happier. One more I'll show you. Topaz. I'm sorry, turquoise. I was thinking I was going to use topaz and I changed my mind because this is bigger. You can see it better. This is on my third finger. That's it. Okay. And I wanted to bring it closer to you so that I could really show you the whole thing. I'm holding, I'm impulsing, and I'm rotating that quickly. Do it again. Hold, impulse, 1, 2, 3, rotate. Okay, clockwise. Now, the third finger is the palmy finger. I haven't got this, I haven't got that, I wish I had this, whiny, you know. If we do these two fingers, it's very interesting that people use them in the rude way. But basically, people who do that, they're insecure. That's why they do it. So when we work on this middle finger, we're working on all the insecurities and all the things that we think we should get better and improve and so on. So when we're doing hold, impulse, and rotate on those fingers, we're going to let go of the I can't, I don't know how, nothing really matters because I'm impossible, and so on and so forth. I judge myself down in the dustbin trunk, you know, of the earth or whatever, and nobody sees me. I'm burying myself, hiding myself forever. And then we have the fourth finger, and I'm used to being in Japan. Thumb is not a thumb, it's a finger. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The fourth finger is about intellect. Okay, I think this, I think that, I have been taught to believe this and believe that. Okay. I can't tell you how many people I knew as a child who told me they were going to confession because they really, really believed that if they didn't confess their sins, they would go to hell. Mm. And so I said to my friends, well, what are you going to say to the priest? I said, well, I'm going to make something up. I said, well, haven't you sinned this week? No, not really. I've been a good child, but I've got to tell them something. So I'll say I stole some sweets. Well, did you? No. I thought, well, that's crazy. Hmm? But you see, that's what these beliefs are like. And we need to get rid of those negative beliefs from these two fingers. So you can work on different stones. I mean, I've just shown you three. There are many different stones. The little finger, pure emotion, love, hate, all those things you go through. You don't want those in you if they're negative, so you work those little fingers. Now, I have Parkinson's disease, and you can't tell because I'm not shaking, but it's in my brain. That's why I lost some of my words sometimes. I have to dish around in my brain and find out. See, I used the wrong word there. It wasn't dish, it's a fish around in my brain for the words I want to use. So forgive me if I make mistakes, that happens. Plus, guess what? I'm dyslexic. So when I'm supposed to hop off to the right, I hop off to the left. Confusing? Yes. So I had to do a lot of work on these two fingers because I get very frustrated with myself when I can't get it right. And I can't say the things I want to say. Or I can't learn the new program on the computer. Or I want to learn my new Zumba dance and I can't get the steps in the right order. Oh, frustrating. But I'm 72. Hey, I'm 2 again. Never mind the 7. And I can learn to do things all over again. Yep, I can stand, walk, talk, sing, dance, do whatever I want. And who cares if we like it or don't like it? It's down to me to enjoy myself this time. And if I'm really, really enjoying myself doing something, then if someone comes and compliments me, it's an added bonus. But what if you don't want to do crystals? Well, here I have a bottle that's nearly empty now, which had essential oils in it. Okay, what I do is people write to me and they say, I really believe in aromatherapy. And I've been to the stores and I've bought these pre-made things. And somehow they're supposed to help, but they haven't. So when they write to me, they ask me, will I mix them up, their own formula? And yes, I will. And yes, I do. And it's not as big as this, it's an ounce bottle. And so when I make it, I work with spirit, and they tell me which oils you need. It's enough oil to last for a massage, to put in the bath, to soak in, to rub up and down your arms and legs where you can reach if you have no one to give you a massage, and to use it all up. You will sleep at night, you will dream, you will work out your negativity, you will strengthen your body, your inner organs will improve. You'll be amazed how your own formula can help you feel wonderful and better. Over the years, I have put a great deal of aromatherapy oils into bottles and made formulas for many, many people, including myself. So if you'd like a formula mix for you, it may sound a lot, but it really isn't. I charge $50 for it because it takes me time to sit with your spirit guides to get the right oil. And then I have to douse the number of drops that you need in there. I have to make a list of everything that's in it and tell you what it does. So that comes written with it. Okay? And then on top of that, there's mailing. So I'm afraid you're going to have to make the mailing as well. But if you're really wanting something made for you like this, I'll do it for you. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if anyone else does that. I've been doing it, for a long time. I even used to make my own essential oils when I was a small child because my mother was a cripple, so I'd get the lavender and the lilacs and the daisies and different flowers and I would soak them in whatever oil I could find, including fat, and melt the fat off and get the essence. So I've been making oils and mixing seeds for a very long time, so I do know quite a lot about it. But if you want to know more, there are many books online about aromatherapy. Okay, so I'm putting that behind me now. Now, the last thing that I want to talk to you about is acupressure. If you are depressed and miserable, then you can easily change your mood by doing simple things like going down your jaw with your thumb and pressing and lifting, pressing and lifting, pressing and lifting. It'll hurt if you're angry. Pressing and lifting, pressing and lifting, and so on. And then you can do that across your sinuses too, okay? And if it's hurt, if you've got any allergies, it'll hurt, but just keep doing it because that is going to loosen up the mucus and it's also going to loosen up your facial expressions. So my last thing to talk about is Beauty Crystal Acupuncture. What you can do, and I'm going to take the same stone I showed you before, is you can put it on the line and you can make this little circle and then move on to the next one, little circle, move on to the next one, little circle, and move on to the next one, little circle, and so on. And as you work across here, you will see, I can't see myself very well if I come forward, I can't see my lines very well, but let's see here. Hold and impulse. I'm rotating clockwise towards me, and I'm doing this. And so on. And you'll start to see that that looks a little bit better than this side. Okay, so if I go and change hands, if I go over here, I can see those. Hold it and impulse. Hold it and impulse along the line. Another one. And you do this about 2 millimeters apart, always in a clockwise direction. And I told you I was dyslexic, so I keep trying to want to go the other way because I'm looking at myself in the mirror image. One more, just for now. And you can see that I'm not so lines, okay? It's hard to really show you very close because you can't really see it, but it really does work. And if you add your basic creams, give yourself a facial beforehand and you do crystal acupuncture, you're giving yourself a real beauty treatment, you're going to feel much better. And the added bonus is that for everything you do in this life, you make an expression, no matter what it is. And when you work on the face with crystal work, you're moving the brain with the facial energy all the way down through your body. So you will dump your history that is negative and you'll start to radiate, and people will say, well, what happened to you? You look so much younger. So we don't want any more trauma in your life, whether you've been abused as a child, whether the teacher hit you over the knuckles with a ruler, or stuck you in a corner punishing you, or the other kids were picking on you and bossing you around. You know, all those things, they're gone. Okay? Learn to enjoy who you are. Let yourself have treatments. Learn how to make yourself a positive person. I've got lots of books on this site, and we're going to, actually, they're on Amazon as well, but we're going to build courses around those books. So watch out for it, because I really want to teach you as much as I know. And of course, when you've done all the theory, then you'll have to come and meet me, and we'll do all the practice. And that'll be lovely. We'll have a wonderful time together. So you better start saving your pennies if you're going to do my courses. It won't be that expensive. I'm not after your money. I'm after you to teach you. Okay? So until we meet again, enjoy this. Bye.